All right, welcome back to the Road to Rank 1 series. Right now on the leaderboards, I'm currently rank 18, and my goal is to keep making videos, well, until I reach rank 1. And everyone likes to say, oh, let me reach rank 1, and I want to be the person to actually do it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play some high elo ranked games, and I want to go ahead and show you what I'm thinking whenever I play, my thought process, and anything else that goes inside my mind. All right, so I'm in the 4th position, and this is an outer ring desert board. So generally for 4th position on outer ring desert boards, you actually have like the lowest win rate. They did like a study of like 800 Catan games, and with this exact like number configuration of the ABC format, and they figured out that 4th position generally loses the most. So that's not good for me. But I can go ahead and overcome those odds. If you're wondering why does 4th position lose the most, basically the ore and wheat gets locked, and then 4th position has to navigate a very difficult wood brick setup. It's very, very easy to make mistakes, and it's a hard position to play. I'm bad at those setups too, since you're scrapping for every single card, especially since these are games without any table talk too. You can't really negotiate trades. You can't really do anything. You can't really swing the table anyhow. And also, what's worst most of all is that your opponents don't always evaluate your position correctly. So first position goes ahead and takes a 6-4-11. I think that's a correct pick. You get the ore, you get the wheat. Very, very strong pick. It's actually, if you're curious, 4th position has a 21% win rate. And then 2nd position, I think, has like a 28% win rate. And 1st position has like a 26% win rate. So blue goes ahead and takes 8-4-3, locks up the rest of the wheat, which is kind of gross for me. Now 3rd position goes ahead and takes a 6-5-11, which puts me in a very miserable and tough position. So I'm going to have to navigate this position probably with little to no wheat. And I'm thinking I have to probably take something like the 5-9-10 and the 3-4-8, which is difficult to play. Okay, he decides to take the 4-8-10, which also makes my life even more difficult because I think doing this and this is actually pretty playable. But now I have to take the 6-5-11, which kind of actually isn't as good as you think because the 6 ore gets blocked a lot and this 5 sheep gets blocked a lot. So I can do something like this and build to the sheep port. That's one idea. Another idea is I can simply do something like 3-4-9, 5-6-11. But the problem with this is you actually get screwed over because black goes ahead and takes the 6-3. So that doesn't actually exist. Is there any idea I can do? No, I need to go 6-5-11, right? I can't give this guy this, right? Yeah, that's too good. So I have to go ahead and take the 6-5-11 plus 6-9-3. I think I actually need to start off with the wheat. So I'm going to go ahead and place here, which kind of sucks since the wood doesn't actually do that much. The wood gets stuck in my hand. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this and point left. It's a little bit risky since the 3-1 port is a lot safer, since I can also port away my wood. But the sheep port is obviously really strong since I'm going to be on the 6 sheep and the 5 sheep. And I'm also going to be upgrading this as my first settlement, which upgrades even more of my sheep and helps out my ratios. And for my settlement, I have to go ahead and point this downwards, I think. This is definitely not my favorite setup. It's pretty difficult to play. I think I'd actually be a lot more comfortable doing like a 3-4-8, 5-9-10, a no wheat setup. And I know I say no wheat equals defeat, but there's actually a lot of exceptions for that famous rule of no wheat equals defeat. But you still see how it generally applies, right? So like the first 2 players that took up all the wheat because it's very good. You can get away with it because you're on so much wood brick and you should be able to get road and expand pretty easily. The biggest problem with my setup is that I get blocked in the 6 ore and that kind of destroys me. And I also need to be able to port away my sheep. And this is going to take me a very long time to get to the sheep port. So if I lose the sheep port, it's not, my game's kind of screwed. The much safer version is going to be pointing to the right. But I think in this position, I have to go ahead and take risks and hope I get it. Okay, so blue goes ahead and takes a 4-9-11, which I thought was one of the more reasonable picks. And this is very strong for them. They get 2 expansion spots, the 2-9-10 or the 3-10-11. But black's going to take the 2-5-10, which leaves blue with this 3-10-11 over here. Or black is actually going to take the 6-2, which makes me instantly lose the game. There's a good reason for black to do that, right? If you look at black's position, if they're ore wheat sheep fanboy, then they're definitely going to take this. Because like, you know, double 6s, you're on the sheep port, you upgrade this, and you pop, rather than dealing with this stuff where like, oh, I have to build, blah, blah, blah. It's too much work, this, that. So I could see them taking the 6-2. If they take the 6-2, I just kind of lose. But so I've actually made myself very vulnerable in this position. Okay, good. Okay, I got lucky. In blue's position, I think I probably would take the 2-5-10. Just because you know that this player over here has so much extra sheep that you don't really need the extra sheep. And because you don't need the extra sheep, you can easily get a bunch of trades off of me. So black now is going ahead and thinking about where they want to drop the road. And they have actually several options. They can go ahead and drop it on the 3-1 port, or they can go ahead and go on the wheat port, which is also very good. If I was black, I think going on the 3-1 port is pretty good. But also you could just straight up hold the road. But the problem with holding the road as black is that all these players want brick over here, and basically they're all going to be robbing you. So if you don't drop the road now, you're going to get robbed for it. And also, the other idea is black can simply hold the road to go ahead and try to get the road bidding, or just beat me to the 6-2, which is doable. Okay, so another hand is basically 1 sheep, 1 brick, and 1 wheat. So basically, I always want to steal from black. Well, that 2 rolling is very, very good for black. and black now has 2 sheep, which is actually kind of gross for me. Basically, every single time the 2 rolls, it reduces one of my sheep for X trades. I'm basically the sheep king in this position, but I'm not really the king since the sheep sits dead in my hand. So it's like, it's really not like a king. It's like, I'm just like the sheep farmer, but like it's the poor farmer. While these guys are just like the, I don't know, the rich people, the bourgeoisie. So in this position, black just rolled a 10. So now they have a settlement in hand since, they just rolled everything. So just go ahead and pass. So 4 rolls over here. This is a good position where I need to go ahead and start trading my sheep for wheat. And I need to also be trading my sheep for brick and other cards like that. That's the biggest thing I need to be trading for. Another 2 rolls, that's actually very, very bad for me again. So now black has 2 sheep and an extra card in hand. And I think that extra card is most likely a, that's so gross. That's so disgusting. I hate this. And that extra card should be a wheat. Black's position is also the strongest by far, in my opinion. And the thing is, like, I'm going to be wanting to pawn off my sheep pretty badly. So a roll 6 here, which is very good. Offer something like this. Blue has an extra wheat. They have 2 extra wheats, actually. And they don't have any sheep. Blue's trying to get greedy. There's no way. I just pop a dev card if they say no. I think a sheep for wheat is more than reasonable. They're on a bunch of wheat. I'm a bunch of sheep. No way. So they're being greedy over here. I mean, from their point of view, it's like, oh, wow, like, look at you. You have 7 cards. It's your turn, blah, blah, blah. Which is understandable. Now on Blue's turn, I can go ahead and also ask them for multiple cards. Okay, so they rolled a 6. They have a D card. That means their hand is basically all sheep now. Not basically, it is all sheep. Roll another 4. Or we can, just pass, trade. Blue, I can trade. Blue. Maybe he knew that I was going to be greedy and be like, no, bitch. Okay. I want to get ore for wood. This is an interesting position. Wheat for wood. If I wasn't at 7 cards, I would actually consider giving ore for like 2 brick or for 2 wood. And the reason for that is because I have year plenty that I can go ahead and settle on the sheep port, which is very good for my position. I mean, I can still consider doing that, but I just don't want to put myself over 7. And it puts me in danger zone, and that's the problem. So orange offers this. Do I ever take this with... I can't take this, I don't think, because I can't take this. This is gross. This is kind of gross because now, we'll see. 12 rolls? That's actually really, really bad, yeah. I needed that trade to not happen right there. I was considering taking it myself because now blue basically gets the wood and sheep. They get the sheep they need to settle over here, which is really, really gross. So I should have taken that considering because I knew blue's going to take that. I just didn't react fast enough. Even though it does put me over 7 cards, it also puts blue over 7 cards too. In this position, I could also either buy a D card or can get a city here. The problem is if I get a city, my opponents all think I'm winning, but I'm actually not. This position's kind of trash. And I also do want to use my year plenty for the bricks to settle over here. Let's go ahead and do something like this, I think. I think this is the best move. Okay, let's go ahead and get a city, and I'm going to city this up, and I'm just going to pass. This is kind of gross since I get robbed now, and my opponents think I'm really strong, but I'm actually not. Okay, good. So that's why you shouldn't be taking this trade as blue, because like you're risking this. And also, like, think about what I had. Like, I would love to give my sheep 1 for 1, and also get robbed here. Hopefully he takes not my brick, gets a sheep. Okay, good. And so blue goes ahead and drops a settlement on their turn over here. And this is also the strength of black's position here. Yes, yep. Yeah, and I also get robbed here. That's why I wanted to potentially hold, because it makes it look like I don't look as strong, and potentially just buy a dev card instead of holding in that position. One of the problems with my position is black has positioning on me, which means he goes right after me. And since these are night cards, he can really abuse my position just by blocking me on the 5 sheep, by blocking me over here. And also, my hand is going to be concentrated with a lot of sheep, and that's exactly what black needs in their hand. They have a high concentration of ore wheat, and so they're going to basically be able to pluck my sheep every single time, which puts me in a miserable position. They draw another sheep to go ahead and make it disappear. So I'm going to go ahead and block something like this, try to make it like neutral as possible, but black is going to go ahead and rob from me anyways, which is unfortunate. I could also go for wood here, but just go ahead and drop the road, but I don't think it's actually worth it. I think I just go ahead and rob from black, which kind of sucks. He goes ahead and puts it right back on me and steals from me. Don't take the brick, take the sheep, hopefully. But the thing is, every single card he takes is very good, right? If he takes a sheep, it's another D card for him. He takes a wheat back, okay? And then I get an ore back, okay? If people were to table talk right now, they say, oh, wow, like, red has a city. Of course red is winning. But actually, that's actually very, very false. I think black is actually in the strongest position here because they have the high city quality, and I'm not going to be able to buy many dev cards since I'm stuck on the 11 wheat, and I also need to be able to settle here. So 8 brick over here. This is an interesting position. Should I ever 4 for 1 my hand for a wood? No, I don't think that's ever the answer. I think I have to hold here. And also, if you look at this position in general, blue basically never wins this. Orange has a hard time winning this, and the only enemy is me. So basically, if I had to rate this position, I'd say black wins this around 50% of the time. I win this game around like 25% of the time, and the other 2 players, they can kind of do stuff. They need to play the position well. I shouldn't totally discount them, but I just think that they have a difficult time. But yeah, the turn I dropped the city on the 6-5-11. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe I need to go ahead and hold and just simply buy another dev card to go ahead and road settle here first. And then I can go ahead and drop a city. And so if I lose this, I basically lose the game. And black is stuck with a very difficult decision now of like, where do I drop my road? Do I race for the sheep port? And the thing is, my opponents are also going to be like, of course we give black the sheep port. We don't want this guy to get the sheep port. Actually, I think it's actually false. I think if black gets a sheep port, it's like very, very bad for us. Okay, ore for wheat here. Do I take this? Actually, I'll do ore for wheat. That's fine. I'll do ore for wheat. Just because, yeah, it gives me a wheat. It gives them a dev card for dev card. They're not getting a city. It makes my hand actionable, and I think we both want to go ahead and defend our spot and block the 6 ore together. So that's why I'm fine with taking this trade. If this was a tabletop game, this is when you say, blue, I'll go ahead and do this if you can go ahead and promise to block like one of black's spots. Cool. Let's see what happens now. Let's see if I roll 7. It'd be kind of gross if I roll 7. If I roll 11, that's very good for me. I roll 5. Okay, this is quite the interesting position here. So I can go ahead and do this and drop a road. The biggest problem with my position here is that I need to be able to get my settlements down. I need this sheep port settlement. It's actually vital for my game. Ah, geez. I could either drop a settlement. If I drop a road here, it doesn't do that much, right? I go to 9 cards, I get to 7 cards, and I pass. That's kind of gross. Other idea is I could pop 2 dev cards. I don't think I buy a city here. It's terrible for pacing's sake. I need dev cards. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this and buy another dev card. It's kind of gross. I need road building. Okay, that's good. That's very, very good for me. I need road building. That's the biggest thing. 9. Okay, that sucks for me. This monopoly actually makes it so I'm a lot more comfortable with all this extra sheep. And so if you think about it, right, I'm on a bunch of extra sheep and ore, and guess what? The one resource I lack, which is wheat. And so if I'm on a bunch of extra sheep and ore, well, I just need to monopoly wheat, and I can complete the set for dev cards and buy a bunch of dev cards, which is very, very good for me. So blue's offering wheat over here. I could rob from blue to get the wheat, but I think robbing from blue is just, it's kind of trashy. Like, he's just not in a very good position. So I'd rather just not rob from the last place player. It's like taking from the bank, essentially. Like, why would you rob the bank? Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Play a knight card, and this is just where I go ahead and put it on the 4 wheat, and I pluck black for a brick. That's good. And this is where black might get upset at me, but I think I must actually do it. I could go ahead and rob orange here, but most of their hand sucks. I'm going to go ahead and do something like this and steal from black again. I probably get a brick, though, which is fine. Or wheat. Brick or wheat. I got a brick, which is fine. And I go ahead and pass. They'll probably play an aggro knight since they're just like, wow, you just double robbed me. I'm angry at you. Go ahead and rob me and get revenge and take my brick. Or take the ore. Okay? I mean, it's not like total revenge. Like, from his point of view, it's like it's ore beat sheep competitor, right? This is probably too early to table talk, but I would love to say right here that like black is winning. But I don't think my opponents realize how strong black's position is. But I certainly do. Just because, I only have 1 dev card, but black over here, they're crushing us on D cards. They're still crushing us without a city. They're way more efficient than I am. So, like, from a normal person's point of view, it's like, wow, orange is winning. But in reality, it's not even orange is winning. I'm not winning. It's actually black who's winning. And black's going to crush us by a lot. So roll an 11. This is actually kind of gross for me. My hand's totally stuck. Okay, so they're recognizing that both black and I are strong, but let me go ahead and offer something like this. And I think I have to hold sheep and a brick for this. I'll take this with this guy. I'll also go ahead and offer another card, or for this for a wood. Okay, I'm going to offer 2 cards for a single wood here, just because I need to go ahead and defend the 6-2 very urgently. So orange says yes to this. I'll go ahead and take this. Since my wood is blocked and also need this. And the reason I also took that is this is a risky trade for orange, because once again, they're trading themselves over 8 cards, so you could be very, very careful on that. And the 6 sheep is just way too good for me. Okay, because I was able to get that, the 4 for 2 trade, now this puts me in a potentially much stronger position. But even with that said, I think that now black and I are slightly even. Keep in mind, they're still up on me by 3 D cards, but I do have this very powerful monopoly, so I wanted to use that to my maximum ability. So we'll see. We'll actually have to see. Okay, so 11 rolls here. What probably happens is this guy 4-1s the wheat for an ore and pops another dev card, or 4-1s the wheat for whatever and just drops a red. Yeah, 4-1s for wood and then drops a red. Yeah, which sucks because now there's a lot less wheat on the board, but it is what it is. So they had the road betting this entire time, which is nice since this guy can take road, and then it's basically me versus black for army. I wish there's more ore on the board. But now orange is in a strong position. A 10 rolls, not much for me to do. I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Okay, that's good for me, of course, but I still have to survive, and I still might get monopolied here. Okay, they settle, and do they play a knight card to take army? Probably not. There's no reason to play an aggressive knight, especially since I'm at 8 cards. You don't want to take me over under. They buy another D card here. This is kind of bad, right? Hence, they look like they're at 4 points, right? And tied with me, right? But they're on top of that. They also have 3 extra D cards. I'm going to say this, but I'm very skeptical whenever saying stuff in chat because people tend to not read it. But I'm basically saying black is actually crushing us. Since look at this, look at this. If they're going to go ahead and play a knight card, which puts them at 6 points, and at 2 points on top of that, or 2 more dev cards on top of that, which puts them potentially at 8 points. And all they have to do is to go ahead and city, which makes it very, very scary. So do I mono the sheep here? Or do I mono the wheat, maybe? I'm looking for good wheat monos, but okay, they go ahead and pop a dev card. I'm guessing so. Or they go ahead and drop. Oh, they do that for 2 wheat. Interesting. No 7. Roll me a 6. Oh, that's good. That's good. This is a perfect situation to go ahead and start doing dirty monos. I'll do 2 wheat for a single sheep, or I'll go ahead and do this for a single this. This is a very obvious monopoly. Cool. Yeah, you shouldn't be falling for this. This is way too obvious. Okay, and sucked it up. And now this is a position where all you want to do is buy D cards, in my opinion. I think. I could buy a city here, or could simply buy multiple D cards. Let's go ahead and buy 1 D card. VP. Let's go ahead and buy another dev card. Cool. That's a beautiful monopoly. Road building. That's okay, since I might be able to sneak road. Now it looks like I'm very scary, but I'm just catching up to black, though. Hence, if you look at it, we're both at 4 points. We both have ports. I just have 1 city above him. It's not GG. It's not even close. Okay, I go ahead and buy another D card. Knight card. That's good. I think I go ahead. Do I buy another D card, or do I buy a city here? I think I have to go buy more dev cards, right? Yeah, since the 693 city doesn't actually do that much. Well, the 693 city is kind of nice, right? Because every single time the 6 rolls, now it turns into a dev card. Another knight card? Do I buy another knight card? I think I made a mistake. I need to drop a city in that spot. I'll go ahead and buy another D card here, though. Another knight? Okay, cool. But the thing is, just like 1 knight and 1 road building, I don't know if that's good enough. The problem with this is that I have too many actionable Ds, and I can only play 1 card at a time. What's going to happen is the table is going to start rallying up against me, since like, wow, he has 5 dev cards, but it's actually a mistake. If you look at it, like, this guy has 6 dev cards total. I have 6 dev cards total. We're in the same position, actually, and this guy's actually ahead of me. So like, we have like 6 played, 6 played. So the positions are actually kind of even. But like, I don't blame my opponents. I have the sheep port. It looks like I have a strong position. Like, this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to feed people. That's gross. Incorrect. I'll play a knight card here, and I basically just only rob black. And since this is kind of gross, since he has positioning on me, but it is what it is. And basically, with the rest of my hand, all I do is basically I keep pumping it into dev cards. So another knight card, and that's all I'm going to be doing, just pumping it into dev cards. Black could easily be at 9 points, though. That's the problem. But there's no point of saying that. They're just too scared of me. This is not good. 11? Oh, that's actually really, really bad. That's really, really bad. He blocked the 11 here. Yuck. Yuck. Okay. I have mostly knights. Well, that's kind of gross, but if he has mostly knights, that's actually really bad. 6 rolled. He has an or wheat in hand. We will knight each other. That's gross. He keeps robbing me, which sucks. But it's good in the sense that he took the or, since I can go ahead and buy a D card. This is a 50-50 chance that I get a wheat here. I want his wheat if possible. If I can't, that sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, get an or. That sucks a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and port it, pop another dev card. Do I keep popping dev cards here? I mean, since there's only a limited amount of dev cards left, it seems like there's a high concentration of VPs. I think I'm going to go ahead and pop, look for them. You're plenty. Okay. Goes ahead and takes my ore, so he has 2 ore in hand. He has ore wheat in hand now. Okay, good. Now, let's hope that he doesn't get a sheep here, so he can buy another. I really need to be able to take army and try to take that from him. There's a good chance he's at 9 points here. Maybe not. Probably at 8 points, though. And even if I take army, I'm only at 7 points. So, like, I'm not actually as... Oof, that's gross. That's really bad. I'm not sure if I was orange, I'd want to feed this guy here. But it is what it is, right? It's like, if you look at the number of dev cards, he has army, and just... Put it on the 4. Or the 6, I think. Probably the 4. So I have these 2 useless D cards, the road building and the Veer Plenty. Black's afraid because I have army, or I'm racing him for army. And he rightfully should be afraid of army. 10. I guess I'll go ahead and play the knight card and take from black here. Yeah, just because I need to keep pressure up on him in army. So just go ahead and do this. So I'll block him over here. Take the wood. I don't really need it. If he doesn't have a knight card, cool. He takes the wood back. It doesn't really matter. Yep. Cool. Takes the wood from me. 9 rolls again. We do have to watch out for this guy, since if he takes road, he's at 7 points. settles for 8 points. Okay, that's good for me. And this is where I want to use the Year of Plenty. I might try to use the Year of Plenty to go ahead and actually buy the rest of the knights out and just like lock this down. Okay, no 7 here. I'm hoping for no 7 or 11, 12. Ugh, that's kind of nasty since I need to be able to keep the D cards that inside the deck as much as possible. And I want to be the person who buys the majority of the D cards out. If I can buy a dev, that's good. Uh-oh, he buys another dev. That's gross. Okay, buys a city instead. Okay, cool. But this is, he takes road now. Now, do I play a Knight card or Year of Plenty myself? I might need to play the Year of Plenty, so I'm gonna do this. Fuck. Oh, man. I mean, I deserve this, right? That's my choice. I have to lock in with this play. I think I have to go buy the deck out, right? Since it's a high concentration of good stuff. Or can straight up lock army. Oh, that's gross. That's really gross. Whatever, let's buy the deck out. 1. Okay, good. Knight card, that's good. Okay, let's see if he plays a Knight card himself. Goes ahead and drops a road there. So he doesn't play a Knight card on that turn. Interesting. 9. So we have to stop. Ah, jeez. This makes me really wish I blocked this, or unblocked myself now. This is kind of nasty. Uh-oh. Pop a dev card. Let's hope they got a Knight card. I'm going to go ahead and play a Knight card now. And block. I think I'm going to have to block orange, right? I think I have to block orange here. This is gross. And hopefully it signals to black that, like, please block orange here. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Okay, good. The sheep. Good. Roll another 6 myself. Do I either buy out the dev card or to get a city? I think I have to buy out the deck, right? There's too much good stuff inside the deck. The thing is, the dev cards are limited resource. There's only a few left inside the deck. So I must get them all before they're gone. So, VP, good, good. And so, like, that makes it so now if I take army, which I think I might be able to do. Actually, no, I'm not going to be able to do it here since this guy takes army. This is kind of gross now. See, he plays a knight and he defends army. So that means this guy's 7 points here. So now I have to build 7 points the hard way. Why is he porting for all this? I guess he has a road building. My opponent rolled a 7. Okay, he probably blocks me. He plucks from me. I just said you have army locked black. And so basically I'm saying black is at 8 points here. Okay, damn, no point. I'm on 7. Okay, he has 1 VP. And probably has 1 VP in 1 road building, I think. Since I'm at 6 cards, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I think this guy is pretty ahead. 7 points. This guy is... I mean, I was trashing an orange's position here, but now they're actually doing pretty good. Go ahead and block them over here. Take the wood. I think I have to go ahead and take from orange again on this 9 and just really punish them over here. Take another wood over here. And now I'm forced to go ahead and 4-1 my wood here. Do I want to 4-1 for wheat, or do I want to 4-1 for a brick? Or do I simply just do this for a brick, then pass, which sets me up for potentially to take road? How do I potentially win? Let's go ahead and do this. Port this for, which seems weird. Yeah, I'm hoping to try to get road. Hopefully no 8s roll. It's okay, whatever. That sucks a little bit. I need 6s to roll here. So I win with 2 6s, or 6 plus 11. Yeah, 6-11 wins me the game. I'm confused on like what I'm lying about. Oh, black wins. Oh, the black wins with road. That's what it went. Maybe that move for me to porting the brick was kind of stupid. Actually, that's stupid. That's real stupid. That's real stupid. Shoot. I was trying to take road myself and trying to be cute. I do win with the idea of like a 6 plus 9 or 6 plus 11, or 6, like 2 6s. But the problem is I get monoed, right? So that's, yeah. See, I get monoed, and he goes ahead and takes road. He's at 8 points. GG. Shit. Ah, GG. Damn. I was close. Shoot. I screwed up. I thought this guy had a knight. I messed up on my dev cards. Shoot. Yeah, that was a blunder. I think that was a blunder. I think what needed to happen inside this game was I need to figure out if he has a mono or if he has a knight, right? And see if he has a knight, then I don't really care. If he has the mono, though, that changes things. So if this is a live game, what I would have done is I would want to figure out, like, hey, orange, is it a knight? Yes or no? If it's a knight, then I won't rob you. I want to be robbing black. If it's not, then go ahead. I'm just going to be free reign to rob over here. I might have actually not needed to play the knight card. I might have actually simply just needed to roll and just deal with it and see what I get, and then take road myself. And this would basically prevent black from taking road and put myself at 9 points. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a few crucial mistakes right there. But overall, it was really well played by black. And yeah, I made mistakes by like robbing orange. He was right. I got salty and said, told you. But, you know, I'm the person who's robbing orange, so it's my fault, actually. Ah, jeez. Shoot. Well, that goes ahead and bumps me down to rank 20 instead of rank 18. So I need to go ahead and win more games. And since if I win another, I'll probably be within the top 10.